In the high-stakes race for AI dominance, two absolute titans have just joined forces. I'm talking about Alibaba Cloud, the infrastructure giant, and Nvidia, the undisputed king of chips. And believe me, their new alliance could literally change everything. Today, we're going to break down exactly what this partnership means for the future of tech. So, let's dive right in.
Right, so what does it take to win the global AI race? The best way to think about it is like a modern-day gold rush. It's this super intense, high-stakes competition for dominance. But the prize isn't gold, it's intelligence. And if you want to strike it rich, you need two crucial things. Massive infrastructure, which is kind of like owning all the land, and incredibly powerful engines to do the actual digging.
Okay, and that brings us to the two titans at the center of this story. On one side, you have Alibaba Cloud. They're the infrastructure builder. They provide that digital backbone, the raw, massive scale of computing power you need to run modern AI. And on the other side, of course, that's Nvidia, the engine maker. They create the essential chips, those GPUs that are the very heart of the AI revolution. So you've got two very different roles, but they're chasing the exact same goal, to lead the future of AI.
All right, first up, let's talk about the infrastructure builder. We're going to take a closer look at Alibaba Cloud's global ambition. And their plan is, well, it's way bigger than just dominating their home turf. So who exactly is Alibaba Cloud? You might also know it as Aliyun. It's the cloud computing arm of the whole Alibaba group, started way back in 2009. By 2018, it was already the #1 cloud provider in the Asia-Pacific, offering the whole shebang, from data storage to advanced AI services. But here's the thing, being the top dog in your region, that's not enough for them anymore.
And this number right here, it really shows you the sheer scale of that ambition. We are talking about a plan for over 100 data centers around the world. I mean, to put that in perspective, this isn't just some small expansion. We're talking about a massive, massive investment designed to build a global footprint that can power the next generation of AI.
And you can see just how strategic this expansion is. They are planting flags in key markets across every major continent. From established tech hubs like Japan and France to new frontiers in places like Mexico and Brazil, they are systematically building out a global network that can give fast, responsive cloud services to pretty much anyone, anywhere.
And let's be clear, this entire global expansion is designed to do one thing: challenge the current kings of the cloud. Alibaba is sending a loud and clear signal that it's not just a regional player anymore. They're making a direct play to go head-to-head with the giants, with Amazon Web Services and Microsoft Azure, for total global dominance.
Okay, so that covers the infrastructure. But what about the engine that powers it all? Let's pivot to our second player and see exactly how Nvidia became the indispensable force behind this entire AI boom. Nvidia is a name most people know, but its role in the tech world has completely changed. They used to be famous for the GPUs that made our video games look amazing. Now, the company is at the absolute epicenter of the AI revolution. Their chips have become the essential picks and shovels of this new gold rush. At the end of the day, you just can't do serious AI work without their hardware.
And wow, this chart, it really tells the whole story. Just look at how their business has completely transformed. A staggering 78% of Nvidia's revenue now comes from its data center business. That huge slice is pretty much all fueled by the insatiable demand for AI computing power from companies just like Alibaba.
And if that percentage wasn't mind-blowing enough for you, try this number on for size. $47.5 billion. That's just from their data center business in a single year. I mean, that's not just growth, that is an explosion, a threefold increase from the year before. It just goes to show how essential Nvidia has become to the entire tech ecosystem.
But, okay, this is where the strategy gets really interesting and kind of complex. Nvidia is both a partner and a competitor to its biggest customers. They supply the essential chips to giants like Alibaba and Amazon, but those same companies are also working like crazy to design their own chips in-house. It's this really fascinating, delicate dance of needing each other while also competing with each other.
So we've got the infrastructure builder and we've got the engine maker. Now, let's see what happens when you bring these two giants together and look at the alliance they've forged to really cash in on this AI boom.
So, how does this whole partnership actually work? Well, it's pretty simple when you break it down. First, Nvidia provides its advanced physical AI software. These are tools designed to build AI for real-world things like robotics and automation. Second, Alibaba takes those tools and integrates them right into its massive cloud platform. And the end result? Developers get this super simple but incredibly powerful
access to cutting-edge tech, making it easier than ever to innovate.
You can see right here how this is a classic win-win. For Alibaba, it's all about getting their hands on Nvidia's cutting-edge AI tools, which gives them an instant leg up on their rivals. For Nvidia, it's about getting a huge deployment platform in Alibaba's cloud and a powerful strategic partner in Asia. And ultimately, every new developer that uses these tools on Alibaba's platform drives more and more demand for Nvidia's chips. It's really a perfect feedback loop.
Now, a deal this big doesn't just happen in a vacuum, right? Let's kind of zoom out and look at the bigger picture, the consequences and the real challenges that are still ahead for them.
And hey, you don't have to take my word for how huge this is. Alibaba's own CEO, Eddie Wu, came out and said that demand for AI infrastructure has, quote, significantly surpassed expectations. That one quote tells you everything you need to know about the insane market pressure that's driving this whole thing forward at, well, breakneck speed.
And believe me, the market definitely noticed. Right after the partnership was announced, Alibaba's stock jumped by nearly 10%. That is a huge signal of investor confidence. Basically, Wall Street is betting that by teaming up with Nvidia, Alibaba has found the right move to take on its global rivals.
But look, it's not all going to be smooth sailing. This alliance is facing some pretty significant hurdles. You've got the whole geopolitical tension thing between the US and China, which could throw up some serious roadblocks. Then there's the maze of global data privacy laws, which is another huge challenge. And of course, the competition is absolutely ferocious, with AWS, Azure, and other heavy hitters all in the ring. Success is far from guaranteed.
So, where does all this leave us? Let's wrap things up with the key takeaway. Because if this story tells us anything, it's that the race for AI dominance, it's really just getting started.
At the end of the day, this whole Alibaba-Nvidia deal is way more than just another business announcement. It's like a preview, a snapshot of what the future of the entire tech industry is going to look like. This is it. Strategic alliances, fierce global competition, and this relentless, non-stop race for technological supremacy. What we're seeing right here is basically the blueprint for the next decade.
And that leaves us with one last really big question to think about. As these tech giants keep forming these globe-spanning alliances, grabbing up all the power and talent, who is actually going to be the one to shape the future of artificial intelligence for all of us? It's definitely something to chew on.